How's it going, YouTube? Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tyler and you're watching Fish La Moto. Life is full of its ups and downs, and recently for me, I've experienced that life keeps being a bitch. Because of that, I thought, you know what? I'm going to be nice and positive. I'm going to cheer myself up by doing something I've always enjoyed doing since I was a kid. And that's going camping, spending time in the outside with nature. It's just a really good way to reset, I've always found. As a kid, I used to go camping a lot on my BMX and stuff and go exploring. And as an adult, I've now got a motorbike to go do it. Yesterday, I went out and got the perfect bike for camping trips. And this is the latest bike to the collection. It's a 2008 BMW f800gs. It's the adventure midweight bike from BMW. I've had the f800 ST and loved it. It was a brilliant work bike, brilliant commuter, brilliant tourer. But this is all based around adventure riding as well. So it's hopefully everything that bike was, plus more. It's the ideal bike for taking camping, using for work, commuting, touring and everything else in between. But today it's my first proper ride out on it, and what better thing to do than to take it camping. So all my camping gear is in the luggage. I've got a full tank of fuel. So the only thing left to do is get on the bike and get heading off to the campsite. So here we are at the campsite in Purley, just outside of Malden, Essex. I'll be honest, I haven't gone that far from where I live. I've only gone about 12 miles, took me about 20-25 minutes, but it was a fun little ride through the back lanes. I even got to explore a new green lane as well, which was quite fun. As you can see behind me, campsite's all set up. I've got my French Army F2 tent, my old trusty £35 tent, which is lightweight and survived me for years. The kettle's now on the go, and I'm making myself a well-needed coffee. Once I've got my coffee, I can sit down, chill out, read my book, and just enjoy being out here in the middle of nowhere and just relaxing. I've got to admit, it doesn't matter if you've been riding for years or you're a new rider. This book by Claire Jones, Remember You're a Rider, it's a really useful book. There's lots of really good information in here, and it's not just about riding bikes, it's about your mindset about it as well. And with everything I've gone through this year, I've really appreciated having this book. I'm actually on my second time reading it now because I've enjoyed it that much, and reading it for a second time, I'm picking out new bits I missed the first time. So it's definitely worth going on Amazon, purchasing a copy of Remember You're a Rider, no matter how long you've been riding. As this is my first little adventure and ride out on this new Beamer, I thought I'd go over it and give you lot my opinion on my first impressions of this bike. Overall, it's a lot more comfortable than my DRZ to ride. It's a lot smoother, it's a lot more peppy, it's got more power, got more torque, and overall it's a much nicer bike to ride. It reminds me so much of my f800 ST, and straight away within minutes of riding this bike, I remember why I missed that BMW. With all the luggage, it is a bit heavy, especially with my gammy leg. I am finding it a little bit weird to get used to, but overall, I'm really happy with this purchase. This bike is a 2008 model, so it is nearly 20 years old. It's not far off, it's only a couple of years off, but it's a really clean example, and it's only got 5,000 miles, which is really, really low. When I went to view this bike, I was a little bit concerned that all the rubbers were going to be dried and perished on it, and it would have just been stored for years, sat at the back of someone's garage and not been cared for. But when I got there and inspected it, I realised really quickly what a gem this bike was. It's really clean, it's been well maintained, and even if it's only done 100 miles in a year, it's still been serviced. I do feel like I found a bit of a rare gem when I found this. I'd been looking for an f800gs for a couple of weeks now, maybe even a little bit longer than that, to be honest with you, and I'm so happy with this example I've found. For this 2008 model, which is really clean, with only 5,000 miles on the clock, I paid just over £4,500, which I wouldn't say is cheap, but I wouldn't say it's expensive. I'd say that's a fair price for both me and the seller. The front suspension is a little bit soft, and these knobbly tyres are definitely no good for road use. They feel really slippery. It may have something to do with the fact that they're brand new tyres. They may get better as I wear them in. But if it don't improve, let's be honest, I'm most probably going to go put some Michelin Road Pilots on the front and back, and then save the knobblies for next time I'm doing an off-roading trip, or possibly just put them to the side for next year when I'm off to Morocco. I was originally looking at a 1200 GS, but the sheer size of them, the weight, they're just overkill for day-to-day use for me, especially where I'm a CBT instructor and I'm following a lot of 50cc's and 125cc's. The 1200 was just overkill. The 800 is nicely in the middle, and it ticks all the boxes for me. I'm out exploring the countryside behind my campsite. Purley is just outside of Malden. It's a very quiet little village in a vineyard and farming area. There's so many footpaths like the one behind me, lovely peaceful walks, until I start walking down here in my squeaky city boots, and then the peace is gone because all you can hear is as I'm walking. But apart from that, it's really nice. This is just what I've needed to help my mind and so I'll reset. You can't beat being outside, you can't beat being out with nature and just relaxing. It's doing me the world of good to get away from the concrete jungle we call life. And to be honest with you, I think everybody should take time out of their day-to-day life to reconnect with nature, be outside, remind themselves that they are human and they need a bit of time to themselves away from the daily grind of work and life. This little spot, I quite like it, so I'm going to sit here, drink the rest of my coffee and enjoy it. Once I've done that, I can then head back to the campsite, where by then it's going to be getting dark and I might as well get ready for bed. I'm now back at the campsite. It's starting to get quite dark now. Most of the other campers here have gone to bed. So I think it's time for me to hit the sack, and I'll see you all in the morning. Morning everyone, it's the following day
and I got to admit, that was a really peaceful, relaxing night's sleep. Could have been better, could have not been on an airbed, but when you're camping, you take what you can get. You can't have everything. But overall, good night's sleep. It's definitely time for a coffee though, because I don't function without caffeine. So I'll see you all in a minute once I've had my coffee.
That morning coffee always tastes the best. It could be the worst instant coffee in the world, but the first coffee is always the one that wakes me up. So once I've had this, I think the plan's going to be pack all this down behind me, all my camping gear, get it back in the bike, and then I've got a couple of hours till I need to be out this campsite, so I'm not actually in a rush, but I've also not got anything planned for the day. So I'm going to take my time a little bit, pack up the bike, load it up, leave here. I may go for a little bimble, see where I end up, see if I can find a cafe for some food or even a milkshake. But I think today the plan's going to be just see what happens and just go with the flow. That's the bike all loaded up now. Didn't take me long to pack away. All my camping gear is quite light and small anyway, and I've got loads of luggage on that BMW. That's one reason why I went and got that bike, and it's so much better than my DRZ and every other bike I've had beforehand to take camping. So I'm now going to hit the road and go find somewhere to go get myself a milkshake and possibly some breakfast. I've made it back to my hometown of Burnham on Crouch. I've stopped here at Penny's sandwich shop for a well-deserved milkshake. I've had a really good night away. It was only a local camping trip. I haven't gone miles and miles. I haven't gone on a big adventure, but it was just what I needed. It was a nice peaceful breakaway to mentally reset and just relax. Like I said at the start of the video, life is full of ups and downs, and recently I found life likes to be a bitch. And that's why I wanted to just get away, have a night to myself, a night in nature, and just relax. And that's what I've done, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's what I've needed. You don't need all the camping equipment and all the specialist equipment in the world to go away for a night or two. All you need is a really simple tent, like my French Army F2 tent, which don't break the bank. That cost me £35 4 years ago. Throw it on your bike or in a rucksack and just go with what you've got. Make the most of it and get out there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the video today. If so, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think about this video in the comments. For now, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching Fish La Moto, and I'll see you in the next one.